I'm excited to finally announce a project that I've been working on for quite some time. For those of you who follow my videos regularly, you know that in each review, whether it's a retro machine or a modern computer, I include benchmark results using well-known testing tools. I call this system the SphereScale. After presenting the benchmark scores from the SphereScale, I give each machine a personal ranking based on custom criteria. That final ranking reflects how much I personally value or appreciate the computer. I call this rating the SphereScore. For a long time now, I've wanted to invite my viewers to submit benchmarks of their own computers to compete against the ones I've restored and reviewed. My goal is to build a community of like-minded enthusiasts who share a love for vintage Apple computing, and to bring us all together in a friendly, nerdy competition. If you're unfamiliar of how it works, I'll start by explaining both the SphereScale and the SphereScore. Then I'll walk you through how to submit your results so they can be added to the official SphereScale master spreadsheet. The SphereScale, as I mentioned, is a combination of standardized benchmarking tests compiled into one place to evaluate a computer's performance. The master spreadsheet is divided into 5 versions that span across different eras of computing. Version 1 is for modern computers. Version 2 is for PowerPC Macs that can run macOS Tiger through Leopard. Version 3 is for PowerPC Macs that can't run the benchmarks from version 2. Version 4 is for the PowerPC Macs running macOS 9 or earlier, and version 5 is for 68K Macs, though that one is still in development. Version 2 is the first version that supports public submissions. It includes 3 benchmark tests: Geekbench 2, Xbench, and Cinebench 2003. The performance score is calculated by adding the results of all 3 benchmarks together. This helps balance the weight each one has on the overall perceived performance of the machine. Now let's talk about the SphereScore. The SphereScore reflects my personal opinion of the computer based on 5 categories: build quality, aesthetic design, expandability and upgrade potential, historical significance, and legacy or collector value. Each category is scored from 1 to 5. The total score out of 25 is the computer's final SphereScore. Now that you have a better understanding of how the SphereScale and SphereScore work, let's talk about how to submit your results. I've created a submission form using Microsoft Forms, and you'll find the link to that form in the video description below. And welcome to the landing page for the SphereScale benchmark submittal form. The first step is to enter your user ID or name. This helps me track submissions. Please make sure your entry is professional. Next, enter your email address. This is required to follow up if there are any questions or issues with your submission. Click Next and you'll see the processor selection page. Currently, submissions are only open for PowerPC Macs, so you'll see a list of supported processors. If you select Other, the form will let you know that you can't continue. Choose the processor that matches your machine. Now we move on to the computer specifications. First, you'll need to enter your machine's serial number. This is required so I can accurately track test results. For this demo, I'll just use a made-up serial number 1234567 Next, provide your computer's model. Be as specific and detailed as possible. For example, Apple iMac G3 Summer 2001, and this one is the snow color. Enter the operating system. In this case, in the example, this iMac G3 has macOS 10 Tiger, which is version 10.4.11. Then list the processor speed. The test computer has a 600 MHz processor. Add the memory, 768 megabytes of RAM in this example. For storage, a standard hard disk drive is what this iMac has. Finally, include your graphics details. Here, in this example, an ATI Rage 128 Ultra with 16 megabytes of VRAM. In case you're unsure about your specs, you can go to everymac.com, enter your serial number, and find all the details you need to fill this form out. Then upload a screenshot of your system information. Make sure to include the hardware overview and the graphics display tab. Next, you have the option to upload photos of your computer. This step is optional, but I highly encourage it. I'd love to feature your machine on my Instagram, X, or community pages. You can also include your social media handles so I can tag you when I post. Now let's move on to benchmark submissions. You'll find links to download the required benchmarking tools, Cinebench 2, Xbench, and Cinebench 2003, all hosted on MacintoshRepository.org. If you haven't run these tests yet, the form will prompt you to go back and complete them first. After running the benchmarks, enter the results your computer achieved. Then upload a screenshot verifying those results. For Geekbench 2, your screenshot should include all scores as well as system information. Click Next to move on to Xbench scores. Again, enter your scores and upload another screenshot. This time, make sure to collapse all score sections so that all results appear in a single screenshot. Also, include system information in the same screenshot. For Cinebench 2003, enter the scores as prompted. There's a second question asking for multi-core results. Leave it blank if your system only has a single core processor. Then upload a final screenshot that shows your benchmark results and system information. Make sure your serial number and hardware overview are clearly visible, and make sure to fit it all into one screenshot image. Once everything is complete, click Next and you'll receive a thank you message. I'll review your screenshots, verify the results, and then add them to the official SphereScale master spreadsheet. Based on those results, I'll assign your computer a SphereScore using my official SphereScore criteria. Once your score is finalized, you'll receive an email notification and a link to view your entry on the spreadsheet. And that's it. Whether you're a longtime Apple enthusiast or just starting your journey into vintage computing, I hope this project gives you a new way to engage with these amazing machines. The SphereScale isn't just about raw performance. It's about celebrating the quirks, strengths, and legacy of every system we've come to love. I can't wait to see your submissions and feature some of your results right here on the channel. If you haven't already, check the video description below for the submission link, download the tools, and put your PowerPC Mac to the test. Thank you for being a part of this growing community. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss future uploads, including featured submissions, SphereScore reviews, and deep dives into more classic hardware. Until next time, keep those fans spinning and those retro machines running strong.